What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the second episode of our Colorado Avalanche franchise mode on NHL 22. If you haven't seen the first episode yet, that video is linked in the video description here. Check it out, and spoiler alert, we won the Stanley Cup. I thought that was pretty awesome. Our first season in franchise mode, and we end up bringing home the Stanley Cup. We're hoping to go back to back this season, but who knows? It should be an exciting one. So we're going to jump right into the second season here. If you enjoy this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. We will have many more of these episodes in the coming future. So here we go. Let's jump right into season 2. Alright guys, to start off here, we're going to be just going over the lines real quick. We did make some changes. As you can see here, our first line is the same. Landeskog, McKinnon, Rantanen. McKinnon's in 95. Absolute legend. Our second line is Comfort, Newhook, and Burakovsky. Yeah, I'm not too confident with the second line, but they do have a +2 chemistry, so I do like that. And look at Alex Newhook, he's 21 years old, already an 84 overall. Dude is just simming really well. We're gonna have to re-sign him after this season. Our third line here, we got Kadri centering Cott and Lemieux. Again, I moved Kadri down to the third line because, like, look at that difference. You get positive correlation on both of those lines with Nazem Kadri in there. And he was playing really well, actually. If you look at last season, he was actually on the third line last season, halfway through. He still put up 63 points. That's actually insane. So he's fine down there. And then our fourth line, we got Domi centering Logan O'Connor and Maltsev. I like this fourth line a lot. I feel like it's a sneaky good line. Cott is also interesting. He's 23 years old and 81 overall, so he does have some good room to grow here. And on our defense, our top line there, Taves and Makar, +2 correlation. They're going to be tanking most of the workload for most of the season. Our second line here is Byram and Dursey. Now, Sean Dursey is actually interesting. We picked him up in the free agency right before we started the preseason. And I'm glad we did, because this second line of Byram there, look at the chemistry. It goes down to -1. That's awful. And -2. So Dursey actually provided some good chemistry with Byram there. And we got him for super cheap. Look at this, we signed him for 3 years at .825. It's absolutely insane. He's only 23 years old and 78 overall. So he actually has a really good chance of growing. And then obviously our bottom pair, Gerard and Johnson. Gerard's gonna grow more. He started last season at like an 83, I think. So the fact that he's an 85 is absolutely insane. Byram is an 84 and only 21 years old. This guy's insane. He started at an 81 last season, so he literally jumped three ranking points. And then look at our goalies. Kemper's an 88. Dude is gonna kill it again, and then Francois backing him up. So overall, I'm feeling really good about our lines this season. And then, guys, I did just want to show you this absolute monster of a signing we did on Bowen Byram here. I looked at his contract. He was becoming a free agent next season, so I just decided to offer him a contract extension already. As you can see, it'd be pretty stupid not to. He's 84 overall, only 21 years old. I did give him those X Factor abilities, so he's insane. And look at this, we signed him at $4.2 million for the next 7 seasons. How insane is that, guys? We literally lock him in for the next 7 years until he's 28 years old. He was originally asking for 4 seasons at like $5.1 million. I figured, like, at his age, like, that was a lot, especially considering he's still in the 80s for his ranking. So I bumped up the contract length, and he actually came down in price. He actually only wanted $4.1 million for 7 years, but I offered him 4.2 to give him that extra incentive to say yes, and he did. So, like, just looking at this contract going all the way to the 29-30 season, just absolutely insane. Really good signing for us there. I'm like, that's gonna save us some cap space down the road for sure, because he's definitely a guy who could easily get up to like a Makar level contract of like, you know, 7, 8, 9 million per year. So the fact we locked him in not long is absolutely insane. I'm really happy with that signing. And then again, Jersey down here, we got him at 0.825 for the next 3 seasons. I think he's going to be really valuable to us. He's a great defenseman, great player. Still has a decent amount of room to grow. Again, only 23 years old, already at a 78. So we'll see how he grows here. But anyway, good signing for us. I'm excited that we brought him in. And then also, guys, taking a look at our AHL lines, we actually have some pretty good chemistry all around here. Get Henry Foudy and Magna on that first line. Magna providing a +2. He was really great. I'm actually glad that we moved him down. We'd really had him on the 4th line on our NHL team. But I moved him down, and I think that was the right move, because now that top line gets +2. This Nick Henry guy, 74 overall, only 23. He interests me as someone to watch grow. Our second line, we got Fontaine centering Wagner and Aube-Kubel. Aube-Kubel, I think, is going to make the NHL team next season, but I wanted to give him the extra chance to grow a little bit more. He's 26, 78 overall, so I think he'll develop into a really nice 4th line forward for us. We got Hallberg, Bocage, and Olsen. And then our last line, Faith, Smith, and Mewig. These guys are 60, 67, and 63 overall, but they do have a +2 chemistry, so I will be interested to see how they grow together. And maybe if one of these guys, 2 of them are super young, 20 years old and 19 years old. So that's really nice to see, and we'll see how they develop over the season. And then our defense, I actually went out and signed this Cam Dineen kid. 76 overall, only 24 years old. Got his top 6D potential here. We got him for the next 2 seasons. And that was a really good move because he does have that +1 correlation with Gross up on the first line, Middleton and England +2 correlation on the second line, and then Gilbert and McGowan. Just an even chemistry correlation there on the last line. So I was happy that we got this Dineen guy. He seems good, he's young. He couldn't even develop, and we might even be able to bring him up onto the NHL team. But we'll see how he develops over the season. And then goalies, we got Anunian as our new starter, taking over the job from Miska. Miska's still a pretty solid backup, 27 years old, 75 overall. I feel like we could get another couple seasons, good seasons out of him. Then Anunian, I'm really excited to see how he develops. He's only 22, 76 overall already. Got him for another year. But yeah, I think he's going to be really good, and maybe we'll be able to develop into a backup role on our NHL team, and maybe even a starter way down the road. Alright, so guys, we simmed through the preseason, and like, we went 2-5. Like, what? But I mean, honestly, last season we didn't do too hot in the preseason either. We went on to win the Stanley Cup, so I'm not putting much stock in the preseason here. Obviously, our top line performed pretty well, but yeah, again, we did pretty poorly in the preseason last year, and then won the Stanley Cup. So this doesn't really tell me much. Maybe the boys are just they're just saving everything to go all out in the regular season. And we'll start the simulation here and see where we end up. Heading into the new year, we're going to sim up to January 31st here, and we'll see how we do. Look at this trade, guys. The Florida Panthers are offering us a round 5 in 2024 for our round 7 and Maltsev. I want to see, because I want to see how Maltsev is going. It's 24, 78. On a 4th line, hasn't done anything yet this season. Ah, man. 0.89. I'm actually wondering if we do this, because that does give us a higher pick in the 2024 draft. I'm gonna say yes to this, actually. I do like this trade. Frees up a little bit of cap space for us, so we did have Maltsev on the block. I like this trade. Gives us a higher pick in the 2024 draft. Look at this trade offer from the LA Kings, guys. They want to give us a round 4 and round 5 in the 24 draft in exchange for our round 4 and a Noonan. I'm gonna say no to this only because, again, I feel like Noonan is gonna grow pretty well. See how he's doing here. Wow, look at him, man. 0.928, 2.25. He's at 500 though, like for his record, but I mean, those numbers are really good. Yeah, we're gonna say no to that. I feel like he's got more room to grow. Alright guys, so to start the new year in January, we are 22-11-4. We're second in the Central, doing pretty well. Definitely better than how we were last season at this point. But again, anything can happen, although I am pretty happy with that. Let's just take a look at how our team is doing so far. On the forward side, yeah, our top line absolutely popping off. McKinnon and Rantanen both above a point per game pace. Kadri down on the third line, still putting up 28 points. Oh my goodness. And look at Max Domi on the fourth line, putting up 20 points. That's actually insane for fourth line production. Wow, he's killing it for us. We may even want to re-sign him if he keeps playing like that. Brendan Lemieux as well, put in work. JT Compher not doing much on that second line for us. But yeah, our fourth line, third and fourth line production really, really good, even caught up there at 17 points. We're really happy with our depth scoring there for sure. And then look at our defenseman. Wow, Gerard, 26 points, killing it. Makar, Byron with 16 points. We love to see it. Nersey putting up 8 points as well. +3 for us there. That's actually pretty good. Pretty solid all around. And then we'll take a look at our goalie numbers. Look at these numbers, you guys. Oh my god, Darcy Kemper. Actually insane. 0.915, 2.51 so far. And then Francois also putting up pretty solid numbers there as the backup. Overall, I'm liking how we're playing. I really am. And so basically what we're going to do is we're going to get into simming up to the trade deadline, and hopefully we'll keep this momentum rolling up to the trade deadline. Alright guys, so here we are heading into the trade deadline. We are 35-23-5. Honestly, not as great as I thought we'd be doing. We're at third in the Central. Wow, yeah, Pacific, 75 points. We were in a pretty good playoff spot right now, but again, anything can happen. Just looking at the standings here, the Kraken being so high up is crazy to me. But yeah, we're at 75 points. Doing pretty well as far as the rest of the league goes. Again, we just have to pick it up a little bit more before we head into the trade deadline here. Let's look at our players here. Look at that. McKinnon over a point per game. Landeskog over a point per game. Rantanen right at point per game. Kadri again on that third line. 49 points. Absolutely insane. Max Domi, fourth line, putting up 26 points. That's actually insane. Henry's down on the fourth line, putting up 6 points. I mean, that's not too bad considering he's only played 50 games. He's only averaging 7.5 minutes of ice time. So yeah, honestly, not too bad. Brendan Lemieux up at 18 points. Again, our depth scoring doing really well for us here. Kale McCarr, 40 points. I mean, our defense is killing it here. Really good on them. Goalies. So Kemper's numbers got a tiny bit worse, but otherwise, I mean, they're still really solid numbers, about the same. I'm happy with that headed into the trade deadline here. Alright guys, so we're heading into the trade deadline. I'm honestly not sure what we want to be. We do have some prospects and like just lower ranked players on our trade block along with some picks. I'm going to say again, we're just going to be a conservative buyer this year. Not quite sure exactly what we want to do. I like our team composition, although if someone is very interesting on the block, we might go for them. It's JC Miller here. 88 is 29, still some room to grow here. Look at this, guys. The LA Kings have Trevor Moore on the block. He's 27 years old, and he's 80 overall. I'm actually really interested in him. Again, like, I actually really like him as maybe our second line forward, JT Compher is not doing it for me this season. He's just not producing. He has a higher salary than Trevor Moore. I'm wondering if maybe I could maybe flip Compher for more, maybe a draft pick or something like that. They say they want a 4th plus round draft pick. We could definitely give that to them. I might make an offer for Trevor Moore. So here we go. I'm making an offer for JT Compher and our round 4 pick in the 2024 draft for Trevor Moore from the LA Kings. I feel like the value is definitely on our side here. Although they didn't have JT Compher as someone that they'd be interested in taking. Although if we can flip him, that's the main goal. However, I don't mind maybe giving him an AHL prospect that's maybe not looking so good as far as the development goes. So we're going to try this, send this through, and see what they say. And they accept the trade. Oh my gosh, okay. That was actually a good trade. I don't mind giving up that 4th round pick. Because again, we still have a 1st, a 2nd, and a 3rd round pick in 2024. So I actually really don't mind that trade at all. I think he's going to be a great add. Look at this. They already have JT Compher on the block, so they're willing to flip him to somewhere else. But yeah, I mean, JT Compher, he's 82 overall. He's 27 years old. He's really not going anywhere. He didn't do a whole lot for us this season so far. Really disappointed, especially because he was on that 2nd line. He should have been producing way more, especially because his line mates were producing more than he was. I honestly plan to slot Trevor Moore right into that 2nd line. I think he's going to be a great add for us. Alright guys, so the trade deadline is finished, and here's a quick summary. I actually ended up trading Alex Beaucage to Boston for a 4th round pick in the 2023 draft. Beaucage really wasn't showing me too much. He wasn't developing as well as I hoped. So we free up a little bit more cap space. And we also get an extra 4th round pick this season, which I think will be valuable. Just get some more rookies, some more prospects in the pipeline looking down the road. We'll just take a look here and see if there are any blockbuster deals. So Philly got Justin Braun from Toronto. Okay, there's that trade. That Edmonton got Varlamov from the New York Islanders. And Vegas also got Wallstrom from the New York Islanders, so New York Islanders definitely looks like they're in a rebuilding phase. They get a lot of draft picks here, selling a lot of their bigger contract players. New York Rangers getting Justin Schultz from Detroit. That's pretty interesting. And that's a big trade there too. Columbus getting Kevin Fiala from Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota definitely running into some cap space here. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Winnipeg also trading Ryan Hartman and Alex Goligoski to Winnipeg. That's a big trade. So yeah, definitely confirms my suspicions. Minnesota probably rebuilding. Definitely cap space trouble this year. They're willing and dealing out there. You know what? I give them credit. There's our trade for Trevor Moore. I actually like that trade a lot. We traded our 4th round and then got one back. This year from Colorado, or from Boston. I'm not too concerned about 2024 just yet. Buffalo getting Tyler Bertuzzi from Detroit. That's big. Okay. Nashville getting Cam Atkinson from Minnesota. Buffalo getting Eunice Donskoy and Carson Soucy from Seattle. Very interesting there. And then this big trade here right at the start of the deadline. Philly getting JT Miller, Yermo, and Braden Holtby, and they send Ryan Ellis to Vancouver. So that was a pretty big trade here. Overall, like a pretty active trade deadline here. Some pretty exciting trades going on. I really like our ads. We're going to go mess with our lines and see where Trevor Moore fits into our lineup. Alright guys, so look at our lines after the trade deadline here. Obviously nothing's changed on the first line there. For our 2nd line, we slide Trevor Moore into the 2nd line, and look at that. They have that +2 correlation still. Really hoping that he will produce more for us. Look at Newhook. Halfway through the season, he's up to an 85. He was an 84 when we started. Oh my goodness. This guy's just simming so well. Yeah, look at his hands. Look at his shot. Oh my gosh. Wow, this guy's good. Then our 3rd line's still going strong, +1 overall. Our 4th line's still at a -2, but I mean, these guys are producing pretty well. Looks like they're playing pretty well. We called up Sampo Ranta. He's 22 years old, 77 overall. Medium potential to be top 9, so we'll see how he does on the 4th line there. I don't know why this changed here. We're gonna get that back. I don't know why that changed, but yeah, I like these pairings. You know, keep the chemistry even, and all is good. As you can see, guys, after the trade deadline, 36, 23, and 5. Hoping we can keep this momentum going. It's down to the wire here for the playoff push. We're gonna have to win a lot more games. We'll see how we do. Alright guys, so in the regular season with a record of 47, 29, and 6 for 100 points. It's good for second in the Central Division. See how we compare to the rest of the league here. Up at the top of the league again. I was getting nervous at first because we were losing. We lost like 5 in a row at one point. We went on a really nice run here to finish the season. Look at this, we won every single game to finish out the last couple weeks of the season, which was huge for us. 7 straight wins there. So really, really good for us here. Look at our team leaders. Obviously, McKinnon there leading the way, 94 points. Oh my goodness, dude. What is he on? I mean, he's just insane. Really pacing, 46 goals too. Everyone else below a point per game pace, but he's just leading the way there. Next got Kadri. Look at Kadri on the third line, puts up 66 points. What a legend. Newhook, our rookie, putting up 42 points. He's doing incredible. Burakovsky also there, 36 points. I'm curious to see how Trevor Moore did with us. Puts up 13 points with us in only 18 games. Alright, so he proved to be like a really good add at the trade deadline there. Look at him, only 62 games with LA that season, only 11 points. And then puts up 13, 18 with us. Alright, I respect it. That was a good add for us. I really like that. Domi on the fourth line there, putting up 30 points. Absolutely insane. Lemieux, 21. Really good stuff. And Ranta scoring his first goal here. We love to see it. As for defenseman, Makar obviously leading the way there, 56 points. Really good on him. Gerard, Byram, Taves, and Dursey doing pretty well. Finished with an even plus minus, and so did Byram. It's pretty good for them. And then goalies here, pretty solid numbers. Francois actually had better numbers than Kemper. I mean, not by much, like they're really close, but that's what we like to see. We like to see both of our goalies playing really well. And yeah, we're going to head into playoffs here. See what we get first, guys. So guys, I forgot to look at the stats for the rest of the league, so we're going to do that right now. If you look at points here, Stamkos leading away 108 points, and Kucherov, oh my goodness, the dynamic duo. Also the dynamic duo on Boston, Marchand and Bergeron, both with 95 points. There's McKinnon there, really good. Eichel Teravainen tearing it up. McDavid with 92 points. And then, yeah, pretty much everyone you expect to see here. If we sort by goals here, Patty Kane with 57 goals. Oh my goodness. That's pretty crazy. Alrighty, let's take a look at the defenseman here. Points, Dahlin leading the way, 72 points. Very, very impressive for him. Carlson, Provorov. If you look at the plus minus, I feel like Carlson could be in line to win the Vezina. They got plus 22, then 1 point less than Dahlin. Pretty cool to see. Ryan Ellis doing pretty well there on Vancouver. And then yeah, Makar down here with 47 points. 56 points. Not bad, but definitely could be better here. I think Carlson's in line to win the Vezina. Let's see our goalies here. Based on wins, Binnington with 41, Leonard with 41. Okay, very interesting. Sort by save percentage for a starter. No, Leonard playing 73 games? Are you kidding me? They got .917. And then goals against average for starters. Cam Talbot played 65 games. This is a pretty good toss-up between, I think, Talbot or Leonard could be taking home the Vezina. Good to Blackwood also played really well this season. Alright, so there are a few goalies that could definitely be in the running here. So we're going to go back. We are going to get into the playoffs and see who we have. You guys are playing the St. Louis Blues in the first round, and let's see how it goes. So we split that first 2, loss and then an OT win. Get these next 2 games going. Another loss. We're down 3-1 in the series. Oh my god, can we make a first round exit after winning the Stanley Cup? There's no way. Alright, so we're down 3-2 after 1. Oh my goodness. 4-2. 7-2. Jesus Christ. Oh, so that was a really disappointing end to the year. After winning the Stanley Cup, we get knocked out in the first round. Oh man. Take a look at the other series here. Minnesota beating Dallas in 5. Jets sweeping the Knights. Pretty crazy. Everyone in the Eastern Conference except for Boston is still going. That's actually really interesting, guys. So Boston got eliminated in 5 games by the Ottawa Senators. And we got eliminated in 5 games by the Blues. So both teams that went to the Stanley Cup final last year eliminated in the first round of the playoffs in 5 games. That's actually kind of interesting. And we'll just sim forward here and see how the rest of the season goes. Alright guys, there you have it. The Stanley Cup champions are the St. Louis Blues. Let's take a look and see who they had on their roster. What was the winning combinations? They had Ryan O'Reilly, Buchnevich, basically all their key players. Yeah, pretty impressive roster here. The goalies, Binnington and Halak. Both of them played really well. So good on them, man. Let's see how it all went down. There you have it. They beat us in 5, beat Minnesota in 5, Jets in 7, and then Toronto in 6. You can see Toronto's road to the Cup. Took out the Lightning in 6, the Senators in 6, the Penguins in 5, and then followed the Blues in 6. So it really sucked to win the Cup and then go out in the first round the following season, but I guess at least we lost to the team that ended up winning it all. So good on them. Let's take a look at the awards here. President's Trophy Dallas, St. Louis Campbell, and Toronto Maple Leafs gets the Prince of Wales. Individual Art Ross goes to Stamkos and the Hart. Alright, yep, Carlson wins the Norris 2 years in a row. Very cool. Kane getting the Lady Byng, Cole Perfetti winning the Calder, nice. O'Reilly with the Conn Smythe. Cam Talbot ends up getting the Vezina, very interesting. I thought it would be like him or Leonard. So good on him. And the William Jennings, very nice. Ryan Pulock, Bill Masterson, Minnesota coach Jack Adams, Couturier, the Selke, Stamkos, Lindsay, and Kane the Richard. So Stamkos get Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart. Very, very impressive. Good on him. So that does it for the 2022-2023 season. Pretty disappointing to go out in the first round like that. But now we're going to sim to the draft and see what kind of prospects that we can get. So the maximum salary cap goes up to 90 million. We actually like to see that. But yeah, we'll sim to the draft to see what we can come up with. Alright guys, so we're going to start the NHL entry draft. See what kind of picks we can get here. I know we have a few of them. We're not going to be the last pick at least. So let's get into it. We're going to take a look at our draft class first here. So look at this guy, Kavanaugh, medium franchise potential, is a gem protector to go first overall. He's ranked over Connor Bedard. How did we not scout Connor Bedard? I literally sent someone there. Whatever. So I don't know. I guess we'll see who Arizona chooses. Alright guys, so the Arizona Coyotes did take that Kavanaugh kid. Look at that, 80 overall, medium franchise. Oh my god, kid's insane. LA's probably going to take Bedard. And they do. Medium franchise potential, 79 overall. So basically 2 similar caliber players going first and second. Let's see if Vancouver takes Backer, medium elite, 77 overall. Pretty good pick on them. We'll sim up to our pick, number 23 in the draft. Alright guys, so we're at our pick here. We'll see what we pinned here. I want to take like a highest ranked guy. We have this guy, top 6 forward, medium potential. He is the highest ranked. Pretty decent actually. 18 years old. Would mesh well, ETA. Similar style of Sean Monahan. He also has 2 superstar abilities. Nice. Tape to tape and no contest. There's also this guy who's top 9. Doesn't have anything else though. I say we take this guy. Top 6 medium potential. And yeah, spot on. Top 6, 68 overall. Not bad. Pretty good pick. Alright guys, here we are with our second pick here. Let's get a sniper. I know the potential here, like, isn't that, like, great. So I want to see who else we pinned that we still have. This guy, we didn't scout him that well. But he's just a gem here. 19 years old. Yeah, we really don't have anything on this guy. This is listed as a playmaker, projected to go 124. This is a gem. I say we take the chance. Unknown potential, see what happens. Low elite, oh my gosh, okay. So that turned out to be a pretty good pick. 56 overall, low elite potential. We got lucky there. Here we go, our next pick, guys. We're gonna see what we still have that we've pinned. Decent amount left, actually. We don't have a defense, though. I'm wondering if there's anyone else. So AHL top 2D. We don't really know anything, though. I say we just take this guy. Defensive defenseman, top 14 medium potential. We didn't scout him that well, though. But he is the best that we have, so I say we take him. 7th D medium, that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Alright guys, so here we are. I believe this is our last pick. See what kind of potential we have. We still have this top 9 forward guy. Low potential though. I feel like we might want to take one of these medium bottom 6 guys. See, we have a sniper, 2-way forward. I feel like we take this Puninov's guy, 18 years old. See what happens with him. Alright, so medium bottom 6, not bad actually. Pretty spot on with scouting. And then pick round 6. We also want to go by potential. We still have this top 9 low though. 19 years old. Slavacek. I say we take the risk on him, honestly. He's listed as a playmaker. See if we have any other information. Put up 43 points. ETA 5 years. So honestly, I say we choose this guy. Go with Slavacek, see what happens. So top 9 low, not bad actually. Not bad for a 6th round pick. Then our last pick of the draft, guys, 7th round pick. There is this guy. This is a medium top 6. We didn't scout him a lot. I say we take him, honestly. The rest of these guys are AHL guys. I mean, yeah, we didn't really scout these guys much either. But I say we take this guy, see what happens. Medium bottom 6, honestly not that bad for a 7th round pick. Not upset with that at all. And we'll sim the rest of the draft. As you can see, guys, we had 6 picks. I'm honestly pretty happy with them. We got an elite potential, so I'm really happy with that. Alright guys, so here we are. We have Nathan McKinnon. Says he doesn't want a contract extension. He wants 13.4 million. I feel like we could wait on him just a little bit. and see if he comes down in price a little bit. Max Domi does want an extension. Actually went up to an 83. That's pretty crazy. Landeskog up to an 89. Trevor Moore still an 80. Does want Brennan Lemieux actually went up to a 79. It was a 78. Pretty interesting to see. Abe Kubel went up to a 78. Olsen up from a 70 to a 72. Okay, that's interesting. Win Gurley, he didn't do much for us. We're definitely going to release him. We'll take a look at our defensemen real quick. We got one more year on these guys. So this guy's up to a 69. Medium elite potential. Wow. He's only 19. Yeah, I feel like come next season we're going to offer him a contract. This guy's a low elite potential. We'll see how he develops. Eric Johnson wants an extension. He's 35, only an 81. He's only asking for 1.9 though. I feel like we give him one more. Maybe we go 1775. Let's see what he does there. So guys, after mulling it over, I am probably gonna extend Max Domi. He's asking for 2.625. I'm gonna wait on him a little bit. Since we're not at the free agent phase just yet. And we'll see what happens with the contracts we currently have offered. Alright, so Eric Johnson renews. We have a little bit of cap space on him for the next 4 years. He's fine for another couple of seasons with us. And then we'll probably end up releasing him because he'll be 37. He might actually retire. We'll see what happens. Curtis McDermott renews. That's good. We can put him down in the AHL. Alright guys, here we're going to visit Nathan McKinnon. Still 13.4 million. Did come down a little bit. He wants 6 years. I feel like we give him that. He's just so important to our team here. We're going to high roll him a little bit. We're going to have a big contract here. 14 million on the nose. And see what he says. Trevor Moore also won a contract. Only 1 million for 2 years. I feel like we do that. He was really good for us. 28, 80 overall. Still some room to grow. Wants 2 years. I feel like we do 2.3. Let's see what he says. Alright, Max Domi says he wants more money. Alright, there we go, boys. Nathan McKinnon locked in 14 million for the next 6 years. That was huge for us. And Trevor Moore renews 1 mil for 2 years. We couldn't turn that down. He was a really great pickup for us at the trade deadline. Still has some room to grow. 28 years old. Again, 80 overall. Was a really great fit on that second line. Middleton renews. Alright, so let's see. 4 million cap space. I feel like maybe just 2.5. See what he says there. Alright, so Magna, he's asking for the bare minimum for 1 year. I feel like we give it to him. He played really well for us. Abe Kubel doesn't want an extension though. Asking for 1.15. Aw man, we're gonna lose him to free agency. Alright, so Max Domi renews for 2 years. He was really good for us. Jason Magna. Alright, so we're gonna go hire some scouts. Alright guys, so we're just gonna take a look at the free agents real quick this season. We only have 2.6 million in cap space. Again, because of that massive Nathan McKinnon contract we gave. We got some pretty interesting names up here. Pasternak, Tarasenko, Meyer, Pavelski, Letang, Pacioretty. Some pretty good names up here. Gostisbehere. Yeah, Dumba, Goligoski there. So Minnesota for sure was on that cap space hit. So yeah, we got some pretty decent guys out here. Pasternak probably the biggest one there. Any goals here? Freddie Anderson, Jari, Varlamov, Talbot. Good goalies there. The defensemen go, yeah, Letang, Gostisbehere, probably the biggest names there. Dumba, Severson, Graves. Pretty good guys. up on tabs here. Obviously no one that we can afford right now, but just wanted to give you an idea what the free agent market looks like here. Look at this, guys. We're already getting a trade offer for a Slavacek guy. He's got low top 9 potential. I'm excited to see how he's gonna grow. I'm not gonna give all that up for an extra round 3 pick. Alright guys, so we're heading into the brand new 2023-24 season. Just want to give you a little overview of the lines here. First line here hasn't changed at all. Our second line also remains the same. Newhook's up to an 86. Dude is insane. Oh my goodness. Only 22 years old. I mean, what's his potential? Medium elite now. My goodness. Playing on that second line. Our third line, rocking the same thing. Kadri, Lemieux, and Cott. Cott's up to an 82. At a medium top 6 now. Good stuff. Max Domi actually went up to an 83. He's playing on that last line with Sempo Ranta, who went up to a medium top 9 and a 77 overall. Logan O'Connor sitting right there at the top 9. They have a -2 correlation, but I mean, they seem to be playing pretty well together last season, so we're going to keep them together. On defense here, again, Taves and McCarr. Jersey and Byram on the second unit here. Byram is up to an 87. Oh my goodness, guys, that is just insane. Gerard went up from an 85 to an 86. And Eric Johnson did drop from an 81 to an 80. But overall, pretty happy with how those look. Look at our special teams here. Both our power plays have really good correlation. Obviously, that +5 on this power play here is insane. And then +1 on our second unit there with Newhook, Domi, Cott, Byram, and Gerard. Really great unit with that. Our 4-man power play is also looking really good, +3 here. And then an even correlation on that second line. Penalty kills looking great. Our first unit here, absolute tanks. And as well as our second unit, +3 correlation there. I'm really happy with the way those look. 3-man PK even across the board on that correlation. But overall happy with those lineups there. Then as our goalies, Kemp actually went down from an 88 to an 86. Probably because he didn't play as well last season, but still really solid here. And Francois backing him up, still an 84. And yeah, overall I really like the way we look here. But that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. We didn't make any free agent signings yet. Maybe we will at the beginning of next season if I see something interesting. But that's going to conclude this episode. We unfortunately didn't go back to back. We had an ugly first round exit. But I like the way our team looks for this season. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Support helps me out greatly. And I will see you back here for episode 3. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Have a good one.